everyone, I hope that you're having a great week. So today we're going to be getting back into, the makeup releases and what I personally think is interesting. So let's get right into that. There are definitely a lot of releases that I find interesting, and the first one is Blend Bunny Cosmetics. So they recently released a new palette called the Dollhouse, and as you can see from over here, it's got a lot of different mauve shades. I would say it's kind of like neutrally pinks and neutral purples, a bit of browns, some very, very dark shades, and then you have those shimmers right at the bottom. Wow, this is a very interesting palette. I think when you think of a neutral palette, you certainly, expect browns and stuff. So it's always exciting when someone actually comes together with a different combination of neutrals and they present that to you. So I definitely think that this is a beautiful palette. The shimmers look amazing. I've heard so many good things about Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I have not yet tried their makeup, but I am definitely going to be looking into this in the future. This is on my wish list for now. Like, I'm interested in getting all of their palettes, and so far she has released 3, and she's also the one who created those gorgeous brushes that I told you about in my previous video, that helps people blend better. Just a work of genius, really. So these are some of their swatches from their Instagram, as you can see, and the palette just looks gorgeous. It really looks lovely. Very, very well done. I definitely think that palette is interesting. So the next is by Glaminatrix Cosmetics. Now this one I have not tried yet, but their swatches look amazing. I have placed my order for the Sandra Rose palette last year, and it's going to be coming like probably in February. Like, she had put that up on her website, but this is a new palette called the Nocturnal eyeshadow palette. So I like it. It's very grungy, but very, very pretty. A different combination of colors, again, something that, you just want to try and explore and have fun with. Of course, when I'm looking at the shades, I can kind of see a little bit of my Nomad Cosmetics America's Parks palette in the matte shades over there, especially that green, the purple, the teal, that could kind of be like the blue that they had put in, and that yellow. But I still think it's very, very pretty and I'm definitely interested in this. I want to see what the whole thing looks like. And I think that they are also coming up with a neutral palette. And what's even more exciting is that it's a collaboration with Doodles by the Bunny. So as you know, I purchased, the Milan Row Poison Ivy palette that was also done by Doodles by the Bunny. So this is really awesome. She's doing so well. And we're going to be getting a neutral palette from Glaminatrix. So I'm definitely interested in this. Very, very interested in seeing how all of this is going to be going. And I'm probably going to be getting my hands on the Nocturnal palette. I just really like it. And, I'm just looking at the swatches of the color. They look very, very pretty and very creamy. And I love the shimmers. The shimmers are just to die for. Wow, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so next on the list, we have the palette by California Classy Cosmetics. So this is a new brand. I've never heard of it before until I saw it on one of my Instagram pages that I follow. And they have a palette ready for Valentine's Day. So it definitely looks cute. It matches the Valentine's Day theme, but it's not interesting enough for me to purchase it, simply because it's all reds and pinks. And I know that that's Valentine's Day. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think that this is interesting enough for me to want to get it. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this one is by DDs Signature. Now she has released a lot of different products. Like in the past, I know she's released those fruits, and she's got those mini palettes as well, of just 4, like those mini palette quads, and they're very pretty. So I actually saw that she was creating a neutral palette, and it looks beautiful. Like I'm looking at it right now, and the colors are pretty good, I would say. She's got some golds in there. She's got, her browns, like one pink with a plum, and then she goes on to some more neutral shades like peel, taro, and sugarcane, and so on and so forth. But yeah, it's a pretty palette. However, I think that for now I will be passing on it. I don't think that this is interesting enough for me to want to buy it at this time, but probably in the future. Yeah, it's definitely a brand that I want to try. I've heard so many good things about this brand. She's really doing well. It's a brand that I have kept on the shelf, like it's on my wish list. So for now, I'm just going to appreciate it from afar. It's definitely a beautiful palette, and I'm hoping that I can get this sometime in the future. Okay, next on the list we have got Sigil, like inspired Sigil. Now this is absolutely gorgeous. I saw this color combination and I died. It's so beautiful. It is called the Night of Decadence. It's got 16 shades. I don't think they've put up the price yet. I'm not sure if they have. I mean, this actually came out in, okay, so this palette actually was, the information was released in December, but I'm talking about it now because it's just so beautiful, and I love Inspired Sigil. Their products are fantastic, absolutely fantastic. So if you are thinking about getting this, I would say it's totally worth it. I love how it's just a very unique color combination. I can definitely see a lot of purples in there, but what makes it interesting for me is that it's not just purple. I think there are duochromes, so they change color, and you can see obvious shifts in the color as well just looking at these swatches. So it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I'm so interested in this palette, and if I can get my hands on it, I am definitely getting my hands on it. It's just beautiful. Okay, let's go to the next one, Marylea's Cosmetics. Okay, so I've never, this is my first time hearing of this brand. I'm always discovering new brands, so this is one, and I love, you know, colorful highlighters. And I think I mentioned this in one of my videos as well, that I would love to actually have a highlighter palette that has multiple colors in it. So for me personally, this just looks gorgeous. I just love that she's put colorful highlighters in there. It's beautiful, fantastic idea. I wish that, you know, it was actually bigger and that it had like more shades, like maybe 9 or even 12. Like I would be so happy to pick up, you know, just one palette for all my highlighters. That's something that I would love to see from, you know, a makeup company, and not just like a very pale kind of highlighter, but one that's really, really good quality. So I'm definitely excited about this one. And yeah, you can even see over here, like they've done that swatch on the model's skin, and it's so beautiful. Like I love the swatch. It looks so beautiful. Like it's gorgeous. So yes, this is something I'm very, very interested in. Very beautiful and very well done. The next thing is this Smells Like Holiday Spirit, and it is by Unearthly Cosmetics. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not very, I don't find this particular palette very, very interesting to me, maybe because I'm not really feeling the holiday spirit as much, I guess. But I mean, it's definitely very bright. It's got 3 glosses in the collection too, and it's going to be retailing for $68. So yeah, I think that this one is not something I'm going to be picking up. It's not something that I see myself interested in either. The color combination is pretty, but it's not calling to me as much as, you know, the other stuff I just showed you prior to this. Okay, next we have got the Enchanted Lustre Cosmetics. Now this is Dragon Prism 2. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It is $113 because if I'm not mistaken, all of these are duochromes. What a stunning collection of colors. If I could buy this palette, I really would. It's right now, I think that it is a bit, I think that like price-wise, I don't think I'm going to be buying it, but if I could buy it, I definitely would. It looks absolutely beautiful. So if you can get it, then yeah, I'll probably be following you for, you know, makeup advice. But yeah, so if you can get it and, you know, you actually put up swatches, let me know, because I would love to actually see, you know, someone buying this and using it. It looks absolutely amazing. Gorgeous palette, very interested in that one. I find that palette very interesting without a doubt. And then of course there is something from Surreal makeup. So this one's going to be going on sale on January 14th, and it's very, very pretty, I would say. The colors look very, very nice, and I kind of think they remind me of Easter a bit. Yeah, Easter colors with a bit of like darker ones at the bottom. So if this is something that, you know, you're interested in, then I would say go for it, because these are also multi-chromes and I love multi-chromes. So this is interesting for me, but probably not the most interesting one so far from everything that I've seen. The next one is Black Moxy Cosmetics. Okay, Sweet Nightmare palette. So this one I found a bit odd. They have like, you know, their palette, and then there's 3 shades hanging out of it, and basically for the palette itself it's $40. Yeah, well, I don't know why they would put those 3 shades outside. Like I would have actually, like, maybe it's because, you know, they don't know if people would actually want to buy all of these shades, so they've provided it as an option. So I don't think I'm very drawn to this, mainly because I like the 3 shades that are outside the palette. I don't know about all those purples, because, you know, as you know, I have a fully purple palette at the moment, so I'm not looking for one, but it looks pretty, just not as interesting to me as the other color stories that we've seen so far. But I do like those 3 shades that are outside. I think that they look very, very pretty. and there are 4 mattes, 2 duochromes, 1 shimmer, and 2 satin shades in here. So yeah, if I ever want to consider a purple palette, maybe I could consider this one. Okay, let's move on. So this is of course one of the most exciting things for me. Nomad Cosmetics is releasing a brand new palette, and I'm so excited about this because this is the company that has given me PR for 2022. I will be receiving all of their brand new palettes. So excited about this. I know that all of their releases have been very interesting, and I'm excited because I even saw a bunny, like a bunny icon on one of the new shades, and I thought that's so cute because it's gonna be perfect for Easter. So yeah, that is definitely really, really beautiful, and I'm excited, and I can't wait to receive the Nomad Cosmetics palette. I know it's going to be fantastic. They just do an excellent job every single time. Okay, the next thing, we have this palette over here. So this one also came out quite a long time ago. The girl with the pearl earring. It's $53, and you don't have like individual pots. It's just everything in one paint, like a painting almost. I think this is interesting, but I'm just not sure if this would work for me because I make a mess generally, and I just don't know if I'd be able to keep all the colors in the painting separate, if that makes sense. But it's definitely an interesting palette, and I thought I should throw it on here. What else? Pixie. Okay, so this one, Pixie Beauty has released a set of things, like there's a collaboration basically, and it's all Hello Kitty themed. Very, very cute. I've never actually tried Pixie Beauty. I think it kind of reminds me of Colourpop in some ways, like the way that they brand their stuff and the way they do things. It's definitely a very, very interesting one though. So this is all the information. The eyeshadow palettes are $22 and $20, and then you've got lip tones, sheet mask. Yeah, they've got so many things in this release. It's very, very cute, but I don't think that I'm gonna be picking any of this up anytime soon. I just thought it would be interesting to bring it up here though. Okay, then next we have Physicians Formula. Okay, so Physicians Formula, I have tried some of their eye products before, and I just didn't feel like it worked for me very well, so I'm not very interested in this, but I do like the packaging. I thought this was very, very pretty and very, very new. Like I just like how it reminds me of the beach instantly just by looking at it. So I did think it was very, very cute. It's got basically bronzers, blushes, highlighters, face powders. Yeah, it's very, very pretty, but again, I just don't know how this is going to turn up on my skin, because when I tried their eye products, it just wasn't showing up like the way I wanted it to. Okay, then Colourpop Cosmetics has actually started their build your own palette again. And they put up like some beautiful color combinations. You can actually go and do that if you're interested in just building your own palette. It's self-explanatory. If you want to pick colors, individual colors, and put that in your own palette, then that is something that you will be able to do now. Of course, if that's also subject to availability. And it looks like the next one, okay, so the next one that we're looking at is BH Cosmetics. They have obviously gone into the zodiac now. So they've come up with Aquarius, and then there's something with the moon and the sun. I didn't really feel myself very drawn to the moon. I wish that the moon palette, I just kind of wish that they had given maybe more options, like maybe made it a little bit more mystical and beautiful, and just something more interesting. It has so many nude shades, and then it's got like 1 or 2 pops of color here and there, and I just I don't know, it's not making me want to like purchase it. But I know that BH Cosmetics has nice colors, so if you are interested in that, that's totally cool. So now, this is the Sun palette that they released as well. Again, so many neutral shades. You know what I think I would have liked to have seen the neutral shades and the warm shades in the Sun palette, and in the Moon I would have liked to have seen like all these cold shades, like cooler shades, more blues, more like whites, maybe interesting whites, like duochromes. I would have liked to have seen duochromes, different cool tones, and maybe new eyeshadow colors that we haven't seen before, because it is possible to do that. So I think that's what I would have liked to have seen in the Moon palette, but it is what it is. And then of course they're releasing their Mystic Zodiac Constellation brushes. They look very pretty. BH Cosmetic brushes are awesome. If you can get them, get them. It's worth it. You're not going to regret it. They're also very affordable. So yeah, that I definitely think is awesome. Now I'm an Aquarius. I don't take my star sign seriously, but I know I'm an Aquarius, and I don't feel like this palette describes me very well. It's just kind of boring. I mean, yes, I know they're blues, but you know, I think I would have actually liked to have seen something more in this. Maybe more interesting shades, new shades. I think that's what I'm searching for right now. It's an okay palette, I guess. If you like blues and neutral shades, it's fine. But I don't love the palette, so it's not as interesting to me as it should be. That's what I think about the Aquarius palette at the moment. And that's all I have for you guys today, going through the makeup releases. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you have more information now on what's happening in the makeup world. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I'll be seeing you very soon. Remember to follow me on Instagram because I do update that first before I update my YouTube. I'm also kind of moving on to TikTok, so if you're there, you know, you can probably find me there too. Bye!